Make these 7 investments and never work again. I'm gonna go with that. How to earn money from YouTube channel. 7 purchases that improve my financial life. How to stop spending money and save. 10 ways to manage your money better. What to do when you have no money. Should you invest all your money? Make these 7 investments and work again. Make these 7 investments and never work again. 7 most important things to own in retirement. How to build wealth from nothing. How to get money from your Social Security. Things to know before taking a home loan. And how much to pay yourself from your business. So these are the searches that YouTube has shared with me, top searches, which is actually pretty interesting because so what happens next? About to find out. I was today years old when I learned of this USPS mail delay situation that we have, as one of our, or maybe both of our car loans are actually financed through the United States Postal Service Credit Union, or Atlanta Postal Credit Union, APCU. And we were wondering why there's been such a delay in processing our payment. And they said, yeah, it's probably because your check is held up at the distribution hub, because it's been all over the news. There's a postal delay. And I didn't know there was a postal delay until today. I didn't know that. I mean, I've always assumed that the US Postal Service was the slowest way to send any form of parcel, but I didn't know that they had a widespread delay that made national news. But it was actually pretty cool. She said, the woman that Michelle ended up talking to, she's like, yeah, you're not the first one that I talked to about this today, and probably won't be the last. And additionally, she said, we'll put a note on your account and just give it a couple days and we'll see what happens and go from there. So we'll see what happens. Either way, be that as it may, how are y'all doing today? As I walk by this seemingly filthy pool. It's not my pool. I mean, I don't own it, but I will have to ask management to go ahead and get it cleaned up because it's got a lot of stuff in it. It's not really a pool I want to jump in right now. Speaking of jumping into the deep end, I took a little bit of a risk last night, chance of using YouTube's recommended top searches to create content. And I think the one that I used was most watched or most viewed video on YouTube. Most viewed video on YouTube this week. And the thought process behind this is to see how effective YouTube's suggestive model could be, specifically in regards to search, and to help me reignite my creative process and the topics and conversations and discussions that we'll have here on this channel. So that's pretty much it, and we'll just see where we go from here. There are many different theories and thought processes behind content creation, and I guess effective content creation and successful content creation, which I don't know if those are necessarily one and the same. However, Charlie Chang, he mentioned on Starter Story, he just says keep making videos, and one of those videos are going to be the one. One of those videos are going to be the one, and I agree with that. I agree with it, especially from the standpoint of how I view winning the lottery, which I know I'll never win because I never play. I mean, I have played. It's like, oh, we're at a $1 trillion jackpot, and I'll go buy some tickets for fun. But I don't play it like consistently or whatever. So odds that I win are very slim. And the same rules apply for YouTube and content creation. Whereas if I don't make the videos, if I don't record the videos, if I don't edit, upload, and publish the videos, then I'll never have that video that is the one. You see what I'm saying? And I've tried to explain this to several different people, even recently, just yesterday. But with that explanation, I realized that not everybody is ready at the same time. Everybody has to be ready on their own time, which is good and bad. As I explained in my previous video about Iman Godzi and one of his 5 basic principles behind success, number 1 being timing, is that, yeah, sure, take your time, wait until you're ready, but when you're ready, this may not be the right time. You see what I'm saying? I honestly probably should have known better. Like this pool, there's way more people here than I expected, but the weather is getting a whole lot better, so my secluded pool recording spot will be no more. And it's just a little strange. I don't think the people are looking at me, and a lot of people are actually talking themselves on their phones, and they have their Apple earpod or AirPods in, and I'm like, are they looking at me and talking to me, or are they on the phone? But regardless, looking at my phone, I wanted to pull up the most recent research tab from YouTube and see what it says. And today it tells me top searches. It tells me that top searches include how to earn money from YouTube channel, 7 purchases that improve my financial life, how to stop spending money and save, 10 ways to manage your money better, what to do when you have no money, should you invest all your money, make these 7 investments and work again. Make these 7 investments and never work again. 7 most important things to own in retirement, how to build wealth from nothing, how to get money from your Social Security, things to know before taking a home loan, and how much to pay yourself from your business. So these are the searches that YouTube has shared with me, top searches, which is actually pretty interesting because the one I did yesterday of most viewed YouTube video, now that I've made that video, it's no longer there. I wonder if YouTube's paying attention. I wonder if YouTube's analytic algorithm is paying attention, and if I make one of these titles today, will they then give me new titles tomorrow? So of these titles, which one should I use for this video? I'm gonna go with I was gonna call this "Will this video get 1 million views?" Part 3. I was a little bit, excited about how to earn money from YouTube channel, but I'm gonna go with make these 7 investments and never work again. I'm gonna go with that. So let's see if I can come up with 7 investments and never work again. Well, that's a trick one. That's a trick answer, because if you do what you love, then you'll never work another day in your life. So maybe we'll have more than 7. I'm not even gonna keep count, but I will consider this to fall under the category of passive income, because essentially in order for you to never work another day in your life, you need money. And that money can come from a lump sum or from a continuous annuity, basically, daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually, however it's coming, you got to have it. And that's essentially what passive income is the ability for you to continuously see deposits and a growth and increase in your wealth without having to put forth a lot of effort or a lot of energy. And YouTube is essentially one of those great passive income producing tools, from this simple standpoint of, if you go to work and you work an hourly job, or if you go to work and you get paid a salary, your income is finite. As soon as you stop working, you stop getting paid. As soon as you stop receiving your salary, you'll stop getting paid. Now granted, there are other options that include commission and bonuses that can increase your earning potential, but for the most part, hourly, clock in, clock out, salary, you know, you're set in how much you're gonna make. Your job is never gonna pay you for not working. Whereas passive income will pay you for not working. All right, guys. Remind me where I left off. I'm gonna take this call. Hey, what's up, man? Well, that was a very productive phone call with Chris. And I share with him an idea, a theory, and that is that race horses, thoroughbreds, he said, but essentially they can't put their blinders on themselves. They have to be put on for them. And it's a hard thing to do, but it's exactly what you need in order to succeed. The comparison syndrome or whatever is not conducive to success. Now, where were we? Oh, passive income. So YouTube is a great tool for generating passive income, because essentially what YouTube does is it allows you the ability to accumulate or potentially multiply exponentially the work that you do, having only done it once. And what I mean by that is continuous daily views and residual views over time. And so what happens when you upload a video is typically, there's a few different ways these videos work depending on your channel. And so your video's probably going to maybe start off with an immediate push. This push is because it's a new video, notifications are going off, you might have got a little bit of browse and recommended and suggested depending on the topic, the title, the thumbnail, the conversation, and then it levels out, and then you may pick up some more views here and there. Another way would be that your video starts off and you don't get a lot of activity, maybe because your channel is not very established. YouTube has to figure out where exactly your video belongs, and then it will slowly, gradually pick up. And I'll show you some graphs here from one of my other channels, and you can see how it would stair step as YouTube would find exactly who wanted to watch these videos. And the key is that over time, these videos will end up continuously getting views every single day. And views produce income. Views produce revenue and theoretically profit. So if your videos, if you can create videos that have the ability to continuously get views, which these videos are considered to be evergreen videos, these videos are going to pay you the most. And these videos can be anywhere from a few seconds to a few hours, but no matter how long they are, as soon as you're done making that video and editing that video and uploading that video and publishing that video, as soon as you're done, that video will continuously exist on the platform, and as it continues to get more views, it continues to pay you, and you never have to do that work again. That's passive income, folks. Now, this is not a sponsored video, but if you want to sponsor me, hit me up. Have your people call my people, okay? But good news is if you only have 10% of battery left, you can actually get a full 1 hour workout in and still listen to your music. All right, so now we're working on, I don't remember what number we're on here, but we're adding to the list.
What's the list? The
list is of investments you need to never have to work again. Investments that would lead towards passive income. So, wait, maybe that's not what it is. I forgot what it was. I started this video a while ago. Yeah, make these 7 investments and never work again. Make this investment. Investment in the company that you keep, the people that you surround yourself with, your co-workers, your friends, even your family, specifically because of and for the sole purpose of conversation. Because there's a saying where if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Well, if you talk
The stupid
people and have stupid conversations, you anyway. The point I'm trying to make is that I would personally surround myself with other people working towards the same goals, producing the same results, ultimately to never work again, than surround myself with people trying to find ways to make an extra $1 an hour or sign up for a new app or a new gig, because that's not going to lead me to a point in my life where I can receive residual payments consistently without having to work.
So I was going to say, think about it in like high school. Not even high school, maybe college, maybe outside, whatever. The groups of people that you see.
Oh, introduce yourself, because they may not know who you are.
Hi, I'm Michelle, his wife. So think about it this way. You see groups of people. You see a group of, we'll say stoners, because that's a group that most people will visually picture or whatever. So we'll say a group of stoners who are sitting around and doing nothing, don't really have any plans, aren't going to work, aren't doing anything else. And then you have another group of people who are sitting around, suits and ties, discussing the economy, things like that. You don't generally see suit and tie person over with stoners, and you don't generally see the stoner over with suit and tie people, because they have different things to talk about, different goals, and it doesn't always mesh well. And so the two groups.
Who's wearing a suit and tie in high school?
Okay, so not high school, maybe college. That's what I said.
What high school you go to?
Well, I mean, there was kids that wore ties in my high school.
We didn't talk to them either.
They had the rolling backpacks.
Yeah, we didn't talk to them.
But you know what I mean.
They were in FBLA. But it makes sense. Future Business Leaders of America.
Exactly.
Right?
So that's what I'm saying. Generally speaking, they're called cliques or groups for a reason, because generally those groups have things in common and talk about the same things and are on the same level and things like that. You don't generally leave your group or your clique unless you are trying to change what you talk about and where you're going in life.
I'm going to make another analogy or comparison or relationship here to training and working out at the gym, which we just finished doing. And I'll let Michelle fill you in on a good personal trainer and a bad personal trainer. I want somebody who's going to push me to be better, push me to change, push me to grow and reach my goals.
So there are a few different personal trainers at the gym that we go to, and
you didn't have to make it personal. I'm just saying in general.
Oh.
You
okay.
Like,
so personal trainers.
This right here, this right.
So okay.
Can't stand his ass.
So trainers in general. The trainers that sit with you and talk more than you lift or work out, to me, are there for the money you're spending, not your actual growth or improvement or anything like that. The ones who, if you're sitting on a machine and you can have a conversation while doing the weights and everything else and not break a sweat, you're not doing anything. And your trainer is willingly letting you not do anything. The trainers that take you from machine to machine and don't bother to wipe it down after it is done being used, also not really the trainer I want, because they don't believe in cleanliness and following their gym rules, which is clean the machines after you're done with them. Nobody wants the crotch V sweat on the seat when you go up to it. Clean your stuff. But it's hard for me to see trainers who are clearly there more for your money and to make you feel like you have somebody to talk to, which is a plus. Some people want to go just for the conversation, but I personally would not want a trainer that didn't make me feel like I was making some sort of physical positive change, but maybe the mental change is helpful too. But I think physically you need to be able to see some sort of result if you're going to spend the kind of money that a trainer charges.
Makes perfect sense. If you've got a business coach or a financial advisor or anybody who's supposed to be helping you reach your goals, which is essentially making it so you never have to work again, and you're paying them to do this job and they're not doing that job, or at least they're not making you do what you need to do in order to achieve the goals that you want to reach, then you are going to have to make the choice and the call to fire them, because they're going to continue to take your money as long as you're going to give it to them.
Think about it this way. Would you pay a landscaper to cut your grass if they never showed up? Would you continuously pay them and your grass just keeps getting longer and longer and longer, never gets cut? What's the point in paying somebody to do their job if they're not going to do their job? All you are doing is spending money and getting nothing from it.
Sunglasses repaired.
Sunglasses repaired.
Courtesy of Sunglass World
Courtesy
and
of Gaia at Sunglass World.
Gaia at Sunglass World at the Destin Commons. Thanks, Gaia. Explain.
So much better. So the nose piece inside my Oakleys came off. You guys can see that, right? And it came with a replacement piece, but the replacement piece is about 3 times bigger. So when I put it on, it made my sunglasses sit way too high up on my face. It felt really awkward. It was very uncomfortable. So I went in there, because that's where I'd purchased these from months ago, and I explained, you know, what was going on. I'd also dropped my sunglasses behind my back while on a boat and totally wonkied them up. They like didn't fit my face anymore. So Gaia fixed them, number one, so they fit my face, and then went through all the channels needed to order me the new replacement piece for the sunglasses, and they just came in, and she handed them over, put them on for me, cleaned my sunglasses, and now I am happy.
All right, so there's a new burrito place here called the Dat Burrito Place.
The pictures of the stuff look really good.
And I asked if they wanted to try it. And Michelle said yes.
Yeah.
But I do want to give them a fair shot. And it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And the odds that what they have in here for us is going to be extremely fresh, slim to none.
I agree. Most places are going to be that way at 4 o'clock.
So we come back at another time.
Okay.
Let's add these to the list. New tech, gold, ETF, mutual funds, dividend paying stocks, yourself. And gold is on the rise, and odds are it's going to continue to go up in value. So the sooner you buy it, the better, really. Buy low, sell high. Very simple concept, right? ETFs and mutual funds, Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, Robert Kiyosaki. It's boring, but it works. We want to throw another big name out there. We'll add Mark Cuban to the list, and Mark Cuban would definitely tell you to invest in new tech. New tech, ETFs, mutual funds, gold. Dividend paying stocks, well, that's the simplest form of passive income. Set it and forget it, and you'll receive a dividend payment on a regular basis. And the greater your percentage and ownership and the amount of shares, the more you'll receive without ever having to do any additional work besides buying them to begin with. And don't forget yourself. Don't forget yourself, because I'm not talking about going and getting a master's degree or a doctorate or PhD or whatever it is, but investing in yourself in more ways than one. It could be by reading a book or 2 or 3 or 4 or more, nonfiction of course. It could be by joining a mastermind and talking and getting connected and communicating with other folks that are building wealth and passive income streams. It could even be physical. Go to the gym, work out, clear your mind, get that endorphin pump, and be ready to tackle the day and think about things from a perspective of growth and wealth and sustainability. But the thing about new tech is that we are definitely going to have more new tech. It's going to be new tech is probably going to outlive the human race. Think about that. Really bake your noodle. But then we have to then focus on the importance of timing, because the timing of the new tech and being a first mover is going to give you the greatest opportunity to capitalize on the opportunity, reduce your learning curve, and use this tech to make you more money, automate processes, and again, create passive income streams. What are you doing?
Watching your video as the thank you video Jess Hervé Lucindy.
After that,
real quick, pause the video. I gotta interrupt you.
Okay.
Do you consider what you do to be work?
No.
Because the goal of this video was to actually
answer or make a video based on YouTube's top search suggestion of 7 investments to make to never have to work again.
But even though you do make videos and you do exert energy, work is the key word.
Yeah,
you never have to work again.
I don't consider it work at all, because I enjoy doing it, and because it does not take up my entire day, and it gives me the ability to see things and learn things and do all kinds of things I wouldn't normally get to do if I was working per se at like a corporate job.
We'll take another page out of Mr. Warren Buffett's book and invest when others aren't. Be greedy, be hungry when others are fearful. But most importantly, only invest in what you know and what you trust and what you believe. Never based on anybody else's recommendation or direction or suggestion or promise, whether it be in person or virtually through this medium of social media, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Because the last thing you want to do is find yourself in a position where you could potentially have made several investments, and these investments could lead you to a point in your life where you would never have to work again, only to see all that lost because of a haphazardly mistake, slip up. Delusions of grandeur, thinking that crypto is going to be the answer to get you rich quick, or FTX or whatever it may have been because you saw some celebrity promoting it. Well, you got to realize that these celebrities are never going to promote anything without getting paid to do so. And that doesn't necessarily inherently make it bad, but it doesn't automatically make it good because they say so. You see what I'm saying? Real estate kind of goes without saying, but no matter what, you need to be well aware of what you're getting yourself into and know exactly what your plan and your strategy is. Think about every possible way out and also the worst case scenario so you don't lose your ass. And if you want to get invested in building out a YouTube channel, a social media presence with or without your face, and developing and beginning to build out passive income streams through continuously viewed videos on the platform by only having to make videos once, then yeah, hit me up.